We don't want selfish women.
I can see you, Earl. Welcome in.
What's happening? Yeah, part of that is a lie. We don't want selfish women. We want women to court us just like we court them. So no, that's a lie.
You want
That's a
a woman
broad.
to court you. You want a
Yeah,
woman to court
absolutely.
you.
It's not a one-way street. It's not a one-way street.
So if you get the woman of your dreams, she's a perfect 10, whatever your idea of a perfect 10 is in your eyes, you would want her to court you when you meet this perfect 10, your perfect 10.
Nobody's perfect. What's a 10?
No, but I'm
What's
saying your idea of a perfect 10, just your idea of a perfect 10.
Ask the question again.
So when you meet your idea of a perfect 10, your idea, your standard of a perfect 10, you would want her to court you.
Yeah, as I would court her. Absolutely. See, the problem what happened is women have started to complain about chain restaurants. That
Mhm.
messed the whole game up. That messed it up. When women started to complain about little stuff like that, it made it hard for a lot of y'all because there's nothing wrong with chain restaurants, Chili's, Cheesecake Factory. They're making it too hard. So men are like, you had a beautiful woman just a few minutes ago. Men don't
Mhm.
approach her because y'all acting scared. Oh my God, you frighten me. I'm like, well, I'm trying to get to know you. That's a problem. So men are saying, you know what? Since there's less of us, we're the prize now. Since there's less of us and more of y'all going to start approaching us because
Wow. Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Wow.
All right. Stop. Here we are. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe. We've been saying it. This is wow. He looking for a woman to court him, even if she a dime piece. Men, we ain't equal. Don't let these women drag y'all into the mud. That's what I'll say. Because women want to do this equality and play that game with y'all. Don't try to play the same game with them. We ain't trying to give birth. I'm not trying to have a baby in my stomach for 9 months. But let's not start playing these games and blurring lines.
There you go. As men, some of y'all agreeing with him. I understand. As men, we got to choose our words carefully. All right. Yes. It with today's temperature, social media, just with the culture in general, it ain't in your best interest as a man talking about you want a woman to court you. That come across wild. What's the word we looking for? Reciprocity he looking for. And we talked about this. I believe that men should, we are hunters, hunt. But once a man shows sexual interest in a woman, if she don't start giving energy back, let it go. Don't be doing that singing and dancing Bojangle-ish, keeping her laughing. No, if she ain't showing interest, she ain't giving you doe eyes and heavy choosing signals. That's the reciprocity talking about, but not courting. God, don't say that. Don't say court.
I think the word courting was a poor choice. But I think he meant like reciprocity, reciprocation in the ways that a woman would reciprocate to a man that is being, courting her. He doesn't want to feel like he's doing it in vain, that it's going unappreciated. I think that was what would have been a better way to go about saying what he was saying.
And
yeah, if it was cringe, I was gonna say it was cringe because there's certain words we shouldn't use as men. Like Mr. Wall, you shouldn't call another man thick or call a man. There's some stuff we just don't say.
No, y'all will say like stout or you guys say it differently. I get that. And I agree. When he said courting, it automatically made me feel weird. Like it made Ashley feel weird when she was like, wait a minute, you want to be courted? It was kind of like, no, that's a word for us as women. You want reciprocation. You want reciprocity.
And that's why I started off by saying, let's not start blurring lines. That's all.
There you go. Yeah, as men, regardless of what you say, don't come here complaining. Like, you know what I mean? You can't afford to complain about what you're not getting.
Yeah.
That's sick work. You see what I'm saying? So, brother, if you're gonna come on the internet and you want to point out the flaws in the dating market, it will behoove you to have your relationship or up to par and have something to show. Be able to be the messenger. But I ain't saying this brother, I don't know. He don't seem too much like he have a hard time getting a woman. He up here talking this cash money, talking about he want to be courted, but still the message is wonky.
So why not date the girls who are at Chili's, who are at Cheesecake Factory, who are at Red Lobsters? Why not date those girls who are at the bar? They frequent it. They're there all the time. Forget the internet girlies. Why not date those women who are there at the bar?
What's an internet girl?
The girls on the internet saying they want fine dining, they want Michelin star, and they want to be courted. Forget them. Why not go to those restaurants? You see those women at the bar and date them.
Well, I don't meet women at a restaurant. I'm just saying, when you suggest those type of places, the women will make a video and try to embarrass the guy and this and that and the third. That's no good.
But I think what it is people are just not dating the people who are on their level. I think that's just what it is. So there are women in the world who don't mind going to Red Lobsters, who don't mind going to Chili's. But you may want the girl, or somebody may want the guy who's a 10, who has a nice body, who they like, or who they see as their dream person.
What
person
wouldn't be on a certain
standard?
Okay, what woman wouldn't be on another man's level? Is that money? What is that? Or is that looks? What is that?
Well, that looks different for men and women. So again, I'm saying, if you're saying, you know what, women are complaining about being taken to Chili's or Red Lobsters, that means you want to date the girls who don't want to go there. But I'm saying there are a group of women, a demographic of women who want to go to Chili's, who want to go to Red Lobsters and Cheesecake Factory and won't complain about it. But that's not who you want to date. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that. But usually you find out, in retrospect, you find out later. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's one of the problems.
And I'll stop it for a minute. Two things is true, like I say, like Ashley's kind of hitting on, because we can't be the all police. This man, you can't sit here and say all women want to go to Ruth Chris. All women. It's not all women. It's the most highly desired women who they got the highest asking price. And that's unfortunate. And that's what we talk about, compete. We tell women they have to compete. As men, we have to compete as well.
Amen. And it should be, I believe, being an old washed up athlete, I believe it should be in a man's nature to want to be competitive. Men cannot afford not to be competitive. You can't afford it. Men, if you don't compete, I'll tell my son this, if you don't compete, you will not get the things you're going to desire at an older age. As men, as young men, this is your time to prove yourself to yourself and your respective peers. You got to go through, you got to take your lumps as a youngin. You don't want to be 30 taking your lumps. You can't come back from that stuff. You don't want that. Take your lumps as a kid. That's when your awkward stage. Enjoy the awkwardness, young men. Be awkward. Take your bruises, take your lumps, take your life lessons. So when you're an adult, you got something to stand on. These brothers out here, it's a shame. And I like the way Shannon Sharp painted the picture as tall and physically imposing as he was in his prime. He said he was a late bloomer. See, he said, I didn't start figuring out till I was towards the end of his college career. So fellas, take note at these embarrassing displays.
Yeah, so here we go. I'll get you in here, HQ, because at the same time, when Bonquisha come up here 3 for 3, asking for, a high value man, and same thing go for men. Like you say, there are women out here, but if you want the top tier of women, you got to compete for them. You can't want them to want the lesser things if they can get more. It is what it is.
See, I mean, I understand competing. I get that. That's the same thing. What I mean when I say you need to be the first one off the bench. You can't be. You can't just let stuff happen to you. You gotta go out there and do your competition, get yourself together, do what you gotta do, right? But this also comes down to the fact that people, you gotta know your lane. You gotta know where your competition is. You gotta know your water level. if I'm going out to the ocean and I ain't nothing but a guppy, I'm gonna drown. So I got to stay in the river. I got to stay in the little creeks. You need to know whether you need to be in the creek or the river or the ocean. A lot of men know they should be in the creek, but be trying to fish in the ocean. You ain't no Halle Berry. Halle Berry ain't gonna look at you. A woman on that level ain't gonna look at you. You may want that woman, but you know she's an ocean female. So you shouldn't even be over there. You should be in the creek looking at the regular people that are just normal looking people. So part of growing up and part of being in a society where you competing really well and you want all the fish, you got to know what level of water that you're supposed to be at. And a lot of people don't understand their level. This dude right here, he coming on here like the women don't want me. I'm the man. No, you ain't no ocean level dude. You a creek level dude. You a river level dude. Stay in your lane. Don't come out here talking about me because I'm in the ocean. And that's half of men's problem. We do other things. Women over here in the ocean do other things. The women in the creek do the things you like. She goes to the restaurants you like. Women in the ocean don't go to the restaurants that you like. See? So you got to figure that out. And a lot of people ain't figured that out, where they belong on this planet, where they supposed to be fishing at. I want to go somewhere where I got plenty of shit I want. I know my lane ain't the ocean. I know my lane ain't the creek, but I know my lane ain't the ocean. My lane is the river. I'm going to get all the fish I need, all the sharks I need in that river, right? Because I ain't Halle Berry and I ain't Lizzo. So I'm in the middle.
Okay, well, look.
I'm going to eat.
Here we go. I'm going to let them keep going because it's far from over.
Men want women to do the same as they're doing. It's just not the way it used to be. You said you're 60 years old. So you already know how it used to be.
Yeah.
You already know how it used to be.
How was it? Remind me, Earl. How was it?
It was simpler. It was simpler. It was easier. You know how it was. You know exactly how it was.
Is it more of a challenge now as a man?
People making it hard because it's so materialistic. I mean, I'm watching shows. It's funny too. I'm watching the Pop the Balloon show, and you have people eliminating people off of attire and shoes. Both sides, men and women.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that was about. I don't know. He said Ashley 60 years old. I don't know what they talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, this dude doing all this babble. I'm just listening to him.
You don't know what he's talking about? So
No,
y'all don't remember before the internet? Y'all don't remember that?
No, he said Ashley's 60.
Well, Ashley is older, and Ashley is like in Kevin Samuel's pond of people.
Wait a minute, hold up. Is Ashley? How old is Ashley?
We don't know.
Wait a minute. She around 40, 50?
She your age, HQ.
No way. That chick is not that old. I'm gonna give her.
Oh, you better get back to the gym, HQ. Go remove them ribs, all that.
Oh,
Yeah, that chick is about 40. She ain't that old.
No, Ashley is older than 40 years old.
She at least 45. She at least. Listen, check it out. If she wasn't with the physical appearance she given, she may not be everybody's cup of tea, but there's some resourceful guys that won't Ashley Dalton. If she was younger, she would be spoken for. She ain't.
Y'all just saying stuff in the chat. They just firing. We don't know. I'm letting it keep going because y'all just go cause confusion. Here we go.
Somebody do some research and find out how old she is. I could have sworn. Oh, okay. Dang.
You know exactly how it was.
Is it more of a challenge now?
Men want women to do the same as they're doing. It's just not the way it used to be. You said you're 60 years old. So you already know how it used to be.
Yeah.
You already know how I used to
How
be.
was it? Remind me, Earl. How was it?
It was simpler. It was simpler. It was easier. You know how it was. You know
Right.
exactly
So
how it was.
is it more of a challenge now as a man?
People making
Does
it
that
hard because it's so materialistic. I mean, I'm watching shows. It's funny too. I'm watching the Pop the Balloon show, and you have people eliminating people off of attire and shoes. Both sides, men and women.
right.
That's
Right. Right.
ridiculous. But you're not looking for love. You judging people off an outfit when they can easily probably change that outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But yes, no, absolutely. But Earl, what I'm saying is there is a demographic of women who don't want a Birkin bag, who don't want 5-star dining, who don't want to go to Dubai. There's more simple women, low maintenance women who wouldn't mind dating a man like you, Earl. They wouldn't mind cooking and
I'm not
cleaning
talking
and
about
rubbing
me.
your feet.
I'm not talking about me. I DJ. I'm talking about a lot of men who I know, maybe family members and on social media that complain about this is because the women are too shallow, they're too materialistic. They need to pump their brakes on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
if
you
you're
said,
not talking about you,
nah, nah.
so
I
you
ain't
don't
talking about
mind a materialistic woman. You don't mind a materialistic woman who enjoys the finer things in life, since you're not talking about you.
she can request anything she wants. That don't mean she gonna get it.
Oh, HQ, this might be your husband. He using your rhetoric.
Hell no.
Yeah, he said you can ask for what you want. It don't mean you're gonna get it. And he said he ain't speaking for himself. He like the ambassador for simps or something. I don't know, brother. Don't fake it. I mean, if you're having trouble, it is what it is. But who got the time to call up on Ashley's show on a public platform just to be an ambassador? You ain't getting paid nothing.
Right. He's a sad example of somebody trying to take Kendra to Ashley to task. He's the wrong messenger. That's the wrong person that should be up there talking, because he's not making his points. This is just pointless. Him having this conversation, because you're not in the modern dating world. You're not out here doing that like a younger man is. So he's speaking how it used to be, what it used to go, how olden days. Them young kids are not listening to what he got to say. He just talking. So just let him talk. He ain't making no sense whatsoever. And Ashley's looking at him like, yeah, you do it. You used to do it. Yeah, you the one. But he can't make no points, because everything he's saying is landing on deaf ears for the crowd.
He said he a DJ. Like Ashley said, is this pertaining to you? Is this your complaint? He said he a D. He said, I'm a DJ. That meant he was hinting that he get Kudakot. He's like, I'm a DJ. I'm at the party. I'm getting women's. I don't know. Do the DJ get women? Do the DJ?
Well, they do, but it's different. We say it all the time, Mr. Walker, between getting women and the women that you want. Like, he'll get Kudakot thrown at him from a big 300-pound woman, but the women he want clearly want to go to Roof Chris and stuff.
There you go. Now I'm buying that. Yeah, the DJ at the club can easily take down, the water buffalo. That's easy work. She gonna be smitten by the DJ. Roger that.
But yeah, it depends on DJ. Some of them can get the higher end women, but yeah, for the most part, most DJs are not. We ain't talking about DJ Khaled,
DJ Pauly.
yeah, and all that. So yeah, they ain't them. But here we go.
Okay, so that's a no. I'm gonna take that as a no, Mr.
Yeah, I mean,
Earl. That's a no.
Yeah, I mean, I've had experiences like that, but for the most part, I can hang up just like they can. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's a woman out of any man's league, because we're the ones who approach. So we get told no all the time. We're not afraid of rejection. It's women who are afraid and don't like rejection. We're used to it. We get told no all the time. We get told no all the time. We bounce back from that because we're the ones who's supposed to approach anyways. I get it. But maybe some of y'all ladies, y'all might need to start approaching men.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm not encouraging that. Absolutely not.
Why not? You saw the nice young lady. You saw the nice young lady just a few minutes ago. She didn't even know how to respond to your little back and forth, little scenario.
Right.
So it ain't
But
looks.
even in nature, the lion goes after the lioness. Even in nature.
Women
That's how
don't
things
want to.
go.
Women don't want to be compared to animals. Women
Okay,
don't want to be compared.
But what I'm saying, Mr. Earl, is I think men don't like that women have standards and women are asking for more, because then that means you guys actually have to step up to the plate. You have to work a little bit harder. You have to be a little bit more ambitious, and you have to try more. I
Okay,
think
well, I'll
that's
tell you
what
this.
the issue is.
Okay, if I'm a
Mhm.
football coach,
Right.
and I'm constantly losing games, I'm never winning. I need
Mhm.
some new plays. I need some new assistant coaches.
And I'll say this, I don't disagree with what he's saying, like, because not all women qualify for that. We are talking about a very small percentage of women that are beautiful and gorgeous and that qualify for this stuff. The problem is you do get, big blowed out Bonquisha that got 3 baby daddies, and she want to be taking the roof, Chris. And we tell y'all, disregard them women. Don't act like they don't exist and they shall go away. I mean, we can't get them to stop being delusional.
There you go. That's the best thing. The most potent drug today is attention and empty gratification. It is our responsibility as good, outstanding men to take that away. Stop looking at Bonquisha. I swear for Lord, Gavin said it best years ago. That's the only way to stop it. Stop going on IG liking their pictures. When you see them in public with the drawstring leggings all up and through their crack, don't look. I know it's hard. Don't look, because you know what they do. They walk past and then they look back to see if you looking at it. They do everything. I love it. Don't look. Don't look. Try to look out your peripherals. Don't look right.
That's all. So here we go. Oh, I'm gonna let him go.
Or I need to draw up some new plays so I can win. So if your standards are not allowing you to win, then you need to switch it up.
Right. That's why I go back to, if the girl that you want, who you perceive as a perfect 10 in your eyes, if she's the perfect 10, does she need to chase you? Does she need to court you? And should she lower her standards if you perceive her, Mr. Earl, as your perfect 10?
Like I said,
Oh,
all this shallow stuff, all this materialistic stuff, people not gonna win that way. I mean, the pandemic proved to us that we need each other. Real talk. I'm talking about men and women, no matter the race. That proved right there that we actually need each other. But until all this shallowness, all this broke, and all this stuff, 65% of Americans are struggling. Let's just keep it real. I mean, so
that's
I mean,
unfortunate. And I say people should go with their love and appreciate it. So again, if that's not for you, if you feel like a woman is shallow or too focused on materialistic things, which is fine, I say date the woman who is the opposite, who doesn't want those things, who wants to cook, who wants to clean, and who's not going to ask you for birthdays, trips, Birkin bags. Why not just date that woman? There are
they
a
should be asking
demographic
for
of women.
a Birkin bag costs $11,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
You better get you a knockoff and call it a day. Just like the rest of these purses that these women are carrying. Most of those purses are knockoffs. I know people who sell those. I mean, what do you need a $10,000 bag for? You know what I'm saying? When you're complaining about.
And here we go. Like Ashley said, I mean, you got to find, this is such a, quit trying to shove a square peg in a round hole. So if these women want Birkin bags, that's not the woman for you, brother. Ashley said, get the women that want to cook and clean and be in the house. What's wrong with them? They are typically, they are not as attractive, and they normally come with kids and all that type of stuff. It's not the women he want. So it's unfortunate.
See that? And that's why I say it's complaining and whining. And it's counterproductive. That's why it's simptastic. That's why we laughing at it. This dude came up here on Ashley, and it's a terrible display. I was embarrassed before he even came up. I knew what it was. Any dude come up here talking to Ashley, if you ain't come up here to flex, you know what I'm saying, show off, boast a little bit, and clout chase, I really don't see any desirable outcome. Yeah, this dude come across as a goofy goober, very soft, and that's wild, man.
What he's mad at is that there's women he's attracted to that are not attracted to him. He's attracted to the Birkin girl. He's attracted to the materialistic G-Wagon driving. That's what he's attracted to, but they are not attracted to him. And so what he's saying is, it shouldn't be all about the Birkin and it shouldn't be all about the G-Wagon. And, at the end of the day, are you going to be going into the grave with it? No. But if that's her preference, then has a right to what she likes. Just like you like what you like. You can't get mad at the fact that what you like doesn't like you back. And to be salty enough to call up to Kendra to say this as a man is a little soft. This is acting like a woman when I say acting like a woman, right? Like feminine traits are being emotional, being nurturing, and being sensitive, right? When you're a man, usually traits attributed to masculinity are independence, assertiveness, and strength. Like right now, he's showing a whole bunch of sensitivity and emotion behind the fact that women that he's attracted to aren't attracted to him.
There you go.
Fugazi. Yeah.
And I think either they're not attracted to him, shout out to Zentz, or here we go. Like Zentz said, he's attracted to the woman that he hates. I talked about this. Men will hate hunt a woman. He looking at these big booty chicks that's demanding Birkin, and he like, God, dog, I'm trying to see that thing reverberate for the one time. And they like, no, unless you give me another Birkin. And he mad and enraged. She like, I want it, but I can't get it.
And I'll say this: social media has cursed mostly all single folks. And one thing I'll say to younger men, because some of y'all are too far gone at this point, but to younger men, stay off social media, Instagram. Don't be watching corn. Like, this is real stuff. And once you get these fantasies in your head, the woman that you want, she has to look a certain way. And that ain't real life. That's not real.
Bingo. Don't allow this raunchy, perverted, corn generation to do that. Exactly. You ain't about to go into Barnes and Nobles and see, what's the name? Roger Rabbit's girlfriend reading a book. No, it's going to be some nerdy chick. And that may be your chick because you may be a nerd. Embrace it.
Your $1,200 rent. Why you need that bag?
Yeah, but I would assume the girl with the $10,000 purse has the lifestyle and has the monies. So she wouldn't be complaining about $12,000 rent. And I can't even assume her rent would be $12,000 if she's spending $10,000 on a bag. There's no way.
I said 1,200, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Listen, I love what you're doing. I love the fact that, these women are calling and things like that. But most of the time they're trying to do what? They're trying to attract men. Is that the purpose of your show?
No,
is that part of the purpose of your show?
Show is for women to be the best versions of themselves so they can attract abundance in life. Not just men, friendships, all things.
Is 90% of it about men though?
No. So you're not familiar with my platform. No.
Say it again.
You're not familiar with my platform. No. 90% of it is not about men. No.
Well, most of the women that are calling, they're calling about boyfriends and relationships and what they need to level up.
I would have to disagree, Mr. Earl.
Oh my God. Most of the women that are calling your show, they are talking about men. They're talking about what they need to do to attract men.
Yeah, but this is only one live that you watch. This is only one live.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say I watch every live, but the point I'm trying to make.
Ashley,
you a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
So I actually want to argue this, man. Stop. She's trying to act like she's not Kendra. Granted, you don't run a dating show But the main reason women are calling is to level up. They want to look better. And the net of it, the end result is they want better results in their dating life. Now,
Yeah.
they may be coming up to know what lipstick goes best with my skin tone. What color dress should I wear? They need those answers in order to lock in the man that they like. But Ashley will try to make it seem like this is all for yourself. Women do this for ourselves, and we don't do this for men. That's not true.
You know, she had a point there. It is selfish. It is all very much selfish. But that brother, he up here, he trying to win a fight. He can't. He just not. He not speaking well enough. Like Gavin said, he need to break it down because obviously, like, no, this ain't about men. But if he would have broke it down like Mr. X, she'd be like, yeah, they are coming up here to present their better self in order to find a man to extract resources, and she wouldn't be able to deny that. But this brother is, I don't know if he's starstruck. He cattywampus, and he up here and he looking bad. He laughing. He's very feminine, brother. This is embarrassing. I don't like you now. This is terrible.
She is another sprinkle lady. I'm telling you, God, that is what she is. She is another one. She's just very covert with it. She's not saying it out loud. Her whole persona, that Friday night, let's see what you dressed like. All of that is the sprinkle lady, just an extension of it. She hasn't said it, but that's what she is. She's not the equivalent of Kendra. Her and Kendra is on a whole nother, just straight begging for you to get a man. She's not doing that. She's sprinkle rich man. She's sprinkle better man. That's what she is.
We don't disagree with that. She's not exactly like I said. She's not as strong. She's not saying that because of the backlash that Sprinkle Lady got. Well, but she's really a Sprinkle Lady. She's like a Coors Light, and Sprinkle is like moonshine. Right. You know, you'll get drunk if you drink a lot of Coors Light, you'll get drunk. So they same thing. They both alcohol, different substances.
Right. Because she goes right into money. When Ashley, you know, when ladies say, I'm fine with my man treats me right, she always brings it right back over to money. Oh, so he's paying your bills, he's taking you on trips, he's, you know, and it's like, so that's what matters the most to her.
Yeah, Sprinkle 2.0. She's more devious.
She's more demure about her sprinkleness. Yeah.
Right. So here we go. Hit the like button.
And what they need to level up.
I would have to disagree, Mr. Earl.
Oh my God. Most of the women that are calling your show, they are talking about men. They're talking about what they need to do to attract men.
Yeah, but this is only one live that you watch. This is only one live. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say I watch every live, but the point I'm trying to make, is Sheer 7, she's not correct.
No, she is. She is. She is. Mm-hmm.
Tell me. Listen, all I'm saying is this: have your standards, but are you winning with your standards? That's all I'm saying. Have all the standards that you want. Are you winning with those standards?
Right.
Is that not good advice? If you're not winning with your standards, you don't think you need to tweak something? You should be winning with your standards. So if you got high standards, where are those people at? Men.
And I'll say at this point, winning is subjective, because when you get to these 304s, like he just said, he said that Sprinkle is trash. Ashley said, no, she ain't. She be cooking. So they all on the same page. This is business. Ashley, like, look, this is the market play. Like, I'm going down this rabbit hole. I aligned with her, and this is how we get in the bag. So she believes that. But is it helping? It depends on the results they want. If all they want is a Birkin bag and a trip to Dubai, then they're winning for now. But if you ask that same woman this question at 25 and 45, two totally different answers. But at 45, winning is not a vacation. Winning is a wedding ring, a house, a family. They want totally different things, but it's too late. So I would say to men, let them be. Time is the equalizer for all. Like, quit wanting these women. Let them watch Sprinkle. Let them ask for whatever the hell they want. And whether they get it or not, who knows? And at some point, the cows will come home.
There you go. As men, shout out and glory to the Godfather. He took a lot of anxiety off me because I came to realize via his message that I had more time than what I thought. Just like everybody else, I thought I had to be a millionaire, but by the time I was 30, what I'm saying, if I was going to make it and have a shot at a fulfilling life. That's not it. As men, it's very fortunate that we got a lot more time to get our stuff together to capture our little piece of the American dream. So folks, like Gavin's saying, like this guy, don't come here complaining. Focus. There you go, Devil Games. Focus on you. Get in the gym, prove yourself to yourself, get your confidence up, and just wait for the blessings to flow. The blessings and the coup de kata. Come on now.
She is. Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, all I'm saying is this: have your standards, but are you winning with your standards? That's all I'm saying. Have all the standards that you want. Are you winning with those standards?
Right.
Is that not good advice? If you're not winning with your standards, you don't think you need to tweak something? You should be winning with your standards. So if you got high standards, where are those people at? Men or women?
What will you tell your daughter? What will you tell her?
About what?
About having standards. Should she lower them? Or should she go out, not only be the best young woman she can be, but also find someone who will show up, keep their word, do all of the things for her? And that's just not financially, that's all things. So will you tell her to keep her standards and have high standards or lower them, Mr. Earl?
I like these examples, these anecdotals. If I had a daughter,
Yes.
I'd have to cross that bridge when it got there. You know what I'm saying? Or niece, or cousin, or anything like that. But again, I would say, be who you want. Be who you want. If you're not that.
So that's what you would tell your daughter, be who you want.
No, I don't have a daughter, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if you had a daughter or niece, as you said.
Oh, here we go. So I actually tried to put you in the kitchen, and then it's hot, and now you scared. Stand on something. All right. First thing you got to ask her, at what age? All right. At what age are we talking? Are we talking about adolescence, teen? Are we talking about your grown daughter after she already got children by bastard kids? Are we talking about your grown daughter that might be blowed out? Are we talking about your grown daughter that might not got a mug like you? What we talking about? And then you can tell her the truth.
There you go. Straight like that. We talk about it. Ain't no hypocrisy over here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the old grandmas back in the day. I'm keep saying it. Old grandma used to look at her grandkids and be like, hey, young baby, you get you a man, take care of yourself. Don't eat too much. And you get you a man, take care of you. And she would look at her other granddaughter, look up and down, say, nah, baby, you listen to him. You make sure you keep a good job and you can always take care of yourself. There was context. Oh, Nana used to keep it a buck to guarantee that the babies had a shot. Got to have context. So Ashley Dawn, like I said, she put him in the kitchen and he ain't got the answers. Oh, he ain't got the answers. That, oh, this is embarrassing. He wasn't ready for this. He came here trying to argue like a woman, and it shows because he ain't even got the answers. He just babbling.
It goes back to people back in the day when you knew you wasn't smart. Grandma said, I know you're not smart, so we're going to give you this job. You're going to work in the meat factory because we know you ain't smart enough to be a doctor. The daughters, she used to tell the daughters, you good, you ain't that good looking, baby. So we finna find you a husband so he can take care of you. This man is mad because he's out of his league wherever he's looking. The beautiful women don't want you. The beautiful women don't want you. So therefore, we know your lane is the 5s, 6s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. Those are average. Most of us are average. Don't be mad at that. Average is mostly people there. You find the most abundant people at the 4, 5, and 6 level. Don't be mad that the 7, 8, 9 don't want you. He's mad that the 7, 8, 9 are making demands. Don't even worry about them ones that's making demands because you don't qualify for them. Some men don't qualify for the 7, 8, 9. He's one of those because he don't understand.
Hell,
they don't want
men,
you.
Well, most men don't qualify. I'll say most men don't qualify for the 8s, 9s, and 10s. Hell.
Yeah. So aim for the 4, 5s, and 6s. There's plenty of them in the 4, 5. There's plenty of us in the 4, 5, and 6s. Plenty.
The majority.
Good looking, ugly. Just navigate. Learn to navigate in your lane. That's all. That's it.
And it got there. You know what I'm saying? Or niece, or cousin, or anything like that. But again, I would say, be who you want. Be who you want. If you're not that.
So that's what you would tell your daughter, be who you want.
No, I don't have a daughter, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if you had a daughter or a niece, as you said, be who you want.
Yeah, be who you want. If you have a standard, be that. Okay. Be that.
So that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have a standard, be that. You got people walking around here, they don't even qualify.
But why do you care, Mr. Earl? Respectfully, why does that bother you? Why even?
This is a conversation. This is a conversation. This is a conversation. We're just having a conversation. I appreciate you.
No,
you know, wasn't no men coming up. So I said, you know what? I've been putting Cap in the comments. I'm gonna come up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I love it. I see them. I see the comments. Most of my, they talking about I hate women. How do I hate women when I got a mom, I got an aunt, I got a grandmother. Most of my subscribers are women. I don't hate women. I'm just keeping the facts. No men.
Jesus, you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. You didn't have to do all that to prove your point. All right. I mean, I got a mom. Obviously, you black. I mean, stop. I got a grandma. I got an aunt. You're not proving anything by saying that. Now, if you sat up here and said, you know, I got a black wife, I got 3 black daughters, you know, stuff like that, that would have gave you some weight. But no.
There you go. Only thing you let us know is that you were born to a woman and she had a sister. That's it. That ain't mean nothing, brother. Here we go. I believe it's in a man's best interest to take all criticism. Take it all. Truth and meat, spit out the bones. They talking to you, brother. You're not getting your desired outcome. You are coming up here, coming across hurt. You need to take everything they saying and mill it over and see where you falling short. Because Ashley owned them. She like, why you worried about this? You know, why you concerned with this? And he all over the place. He in the chat now. He flabbergasted. He get hit with the bone quisha sprinkle hyena blitzkrieg. He about to start sweating. That bald head about to start glistening.
Yeah, he tried to use reverse psychology. He said, my mama black. What?
Hey, all my subscribers are women. Listen, dude, you gotta do better. You need more people. We don't believe you, though.
But why do you care, Mr. Earl? Respectfully, why does that bother you? Why even?
This is a conversation. This is a conversation. This is a conversation. We're just having a conversation. I appreciate you.
No,
you know, wasn't no men coming up. So I said, you know what? I've been putting Cap in the comments. I'm gonna come up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I love it. I see them. I see the comments. Most of my, they talking about I hate women. How do I hate women when I got a mom, I got an aunt, I got a grandmother. Most of my subscribers are women. I don't hate women. I'm just keeping the facts. No men would come up. So be your standard. That's all I'm saying.
It just feels like, you know, and I could be wrong, but your energy feels a little like you're upset at the world, like you have a chip on your shoulder.
No, we just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation.
I'm not saying you're not having a conversation with me, Mr. Earl, but it feels like a little defensive. It feels a little bitter. Again, I could be wrong, but that's the energy I'm getting from you. Like these girls on the internet, all they want is bag and shoes, bro. I'm sick of this ish. That's the energy that I feel.
I never
from
said,
you.
but I didn't say that.
No, it's the
I'm just
energy. I
saying-
know you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't say it. You didn't say
No,
that.
I didn't say it.
Saying
No, I didn't say that.
that you didn't say it, but that's
I came
what the
up.
energy.
I came up because no men coming up. I respect your platform. I love it. Because the women don't really want to hear men critiquing their looks and things like that. So I appreciate what you do. Yeah, I really do, because they're gonna respect you more than maybe a man trying to tell them how to look and things like that. Even though a lot of women will ask us, and we really have to. We can't be honest. We have to lie a lot of times, because women don't really want to be critiqued by us in those areas. So I appreciate that you do that because they respect you. But no, I'm not, none of that.
All right.
I just came up because a lot of men, yeah, you're right. There was a lot of men in your comments and they didn't come up.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, Mr. Earl, for coming up, and have a good evening.
All right, I appreciate you.
Like and subscribe.
So here we are. Shout out to Ashley. One thing about Ashley, she will keep it catty. Ashley will gaslight you. She got like a subtle little gaslighting that she do, but she's not argumentative. She'll just light out a little bit of gas on you.
Yeah. Like flatulence. Listen, Ashley is aware. All right. Shout out to all the folks that are aware of their gravitas. They know what they got going on. Ashley know what she can do, what she can get away with. And everybody should know what they can say, what they can get away with. And Ashley just be working it at 52. I ain't mad at Ashley. 52 with that appearance. Hopefully she could capitalize on it and it don't go to waste. Ash, don't be up here 60. All right, with an extra layer of makeup on. Come on now.
Yeah, like you said, Ashley's an enigma. Like I said, we just found out her age. We thought she was married, but she ain't. We don't know if she got kids. Don't know much about her. So
I don't know. She is not 50. I don't think she's 52. I think
yeah, that do sound like
I don't know. She don't look 52. She don't look 52. She look way, way, way younger than that. Maybe
Does
40.
Toni Braxton look 57? Have y'all seen Toni Braxton? Go pull up Toni Braxton dancing in her last show. That lady doesn't look 57. She's 3 years away from 60 and she looks amazing.
You know who's a better example? I would say Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. Now
Nicole Murphy.
Yeah, she don't look her age.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
They got money. They can do that. They can do all of that. You feel me? That body is ugly. That body is ugly.
Here's the thing. I don't think that we need to be all run down and busted at 50. I plan on being a spry 70-year-old, as long as this knee don't give out. Like, I think stuff like that, we should aspire, not the shallowness of Ashley, but shoot, man, health is wealth. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to all those poor folks trying to make something happen. We got to practice delayed gratification so that you can get to the finish line, but you don't want to get to the finish line. You got a walker and you need honey packs just to try to get excited. Come on now.
And as far as this guy go, we're going to put him in the pit and keep it moving.
Yeah, you soft ninja. He going to squeak hitting the walls.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me?
Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Don't do it, fellas. Don't come on Beyonce's internet complaining. It'll never go over well. I promise.